Hallo, heute werden wir über trennbaren Verben sprechen. Today, we are going to talk about a particular kind of verbs in German. We call it separable verbs. Trennbaren Verben. Okay, so trennbaren, separable verbs. And then in this lesson, we want to look at 4 things about these verbs. Number 1, what are these verbs? We want to know what are their characteristics and their peculiarities. Then number 2, what are their positions in sentences? And then number 3, how are they conjugated? We have spoken about conjugation over and over. How are they conjugated? And then number 4, we want to see the common ones among them that we need to just know and master because they will be coming up regularly because they are very common in the German language. So let's go straight on to that. I remind you the topic Trennbare Verben. Trennbare Verben. So we go to the first one. What are separable verbs? Or if you like, what are trennbare Verben? So, and that's the first one we're going to talk about. These separable verbs, they are verbs that take a range of prefixes. We have talked about verbs, and you know, the verbs we have talked about, they are verbs without prefix. But now we have come to another set of verbs, and these verbs, they have different kinds of prefixes. And as a result of the prefixes that are added to them, the verb changed in meaning. And I have an example here. Here is the verb that we are familiar with if we have been watching the previous videos. This is the verb kommen. Kommen. And it means to come. And now, that verb kommen is turning to different other verbs just because of the addition of the prefixes. So we have kommen here and not additional an. An is added to it and it becomes ankommen. Ankommen. And the meaning of that is to arrive. To arrive. And then the same kommen, to come, this prefix auf is added to it and we have aufkommen. Aufkommen, and it means to pay for something. Aufkommen. And then the same kommen, we have rum as a prefix added to it, and the meaning changed from just to come to get around with something. To get around with something. Rumkommen. And then the same kommen, mit, which is a prefix, is added to it, and then we have mitkommen, which means to accompany, to come with, to accompany. And then the same kommen, here we see another prefix here, added to the kommen, and we have auskommen. Auskommen. And that means to make do with something, to make do with something. And then the same kommen, nach, a prefix is added to it, nach, so we have nachkommen, which means to follow. You are going to pronounce the verbs with me now, the new verbs. You are going to pronounce them with me now. The first one is ankommen. Ankommen. Second one, aufkommen. Aufkommen. Next one, herumkommen. Herumkommen. And then the next one, mitkommen. Mitkommen. And then auskommen. Auskommen. And the last one here, nachkommen. Because prefixes are added onto them. And these prefixes that are added onto them, they have a kind of behavior, that is, the way they behave, and we're going to talk more about that. So you see, here we have prefix plus verb equals new verb. So from this verb, we have been able to create these other verbs that we have on the board. And we have more of them, but then we're still going to get to number 4, where we're going to see those ones that are very, very common in the German language. Okay, and that takes us straight away to point number 2, which is what are their positions in the sentence? What are their positions in the sentence? So I'll meet you in the next class. Okay.